Hi there, we're back at it with my Street Bob. Gonna add some more gear to it. This time it's gonna be a Sissy bar. That's a backrest for those who don't know. Or it could be no backrest, I guess just the bar. And I'll show you that here a little bit. It didn't come with the instruction guide. I saw no YouTube videos online for this specifically, this one. It got quite a few good reviews online, so I wanted to go ahead and go with this one. Looks pretty well built. I'll show you that here in a second, what that looks like. Just on a side note, originally I kind of wanted the detachable Sissy bar in the back, but we were talking upwards of $500 to $700 just in parts. You may say that's a lot, and it is, because what it is basically you have to relocate your rear taillights on some of these if you buy from Harley. And then also your license plate, and I wasn't about that. I kind of like the style and the way it looks right now, so I'm just gonna go with a standard Sissy bar that's like it's attached permanently to the bike. You'd have to take a bunch of bolts off and things to get it off, but I think I'm gonna like it with this style. And then if someone rides in the back, it'll be comfy because I'll have something leaning back on. So with that, no further ado, we'll get right into the construction of the Sissy bar into my my new motorcycle. Talk to you soon. All right, we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the gear that came on the side of the box. So it comes with two of these plates. Obviously, this is for the back of the bike. This will be where your taillight wire goes through, and this is where the bolt, I'll show you here in the bike in a minute, in the front bolt. They are angled, as you can see here. That I've got you to figure out. I'm assuming it looks like it angles out towards the Sissy bar because it is kind of wider, and this will be closer. So I'll get more into that as I go along. So, but there are two of them, as you can see here. They are shaped the same size, so don't want to drop those. Going into, here's the actual bar itself. You can see there's some holes in the side here. It's bent, you know, Sissy bars are like that, some of them, I guess. Comes in this little pad, a couple screw holes in the back. There is a zipper that it's in here. You can kind of tell, I guess, if you wanted to change the pad out or something, but we'll leave it as is for now. But pretty snazzy, not too crazy. And it comes with the bolts. I'm assuming these are like stainless steel. They are Torx. So what Torx is basically, let me see if I can get that in there. It's kind of like a star shaped, and each Torx has a number on it. I don't have all the Torx, so I'm gonna have to run to Harbor Freight or O'Reilly somewhere to get some Torx. I got some, but not a lot of Torx, and there are more Torx on the bike that you have to take off too, so I'll go through that here shortly. I kind of did get started just to get an idea what I was getting into, you know, what I'm gonna have to do. It does look like I'm gonna have to jack up the rear of the bike. I'll go more of that in a little bit, and some reflectors you got to take off the side, kind of like a stock bike as much as possible. But you got to take these stock reflectors off. I'll show you how to do that, or kind of talk you through that a little bit. I already took one off, but I'll take you through the steps as much as I can, so you're not just, you know, figuring it out for yourself, or at least have a kind of a guide, or maybe you can do it better than I did it, or vice versa. Either way. So I'll be back with you in a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. This is my 2017 Street Bob. I've done some add-ons onto it. If you see those and you want to ask questions about them, by all means, just add some comments. All right, so I want to take you to the one side of the bike that I've not really touched really yet to get started. So as you can see here, it comes with a reflector. It's got the bolt in the front, and it's got a light in the back. So, all right, let's go on the other side. I kind of got started, but I realized I needed some more parts and things and tools to make this happen. So just want to go over that with you. All right, so as you can see here, there's a reflector that was once here before. The way I got that off of is using dental floss. So it's probably the best way. So when you go back and forth, kind of like you're cleaning your teeth, the reflector will come off pretty clean for the most part, and you don't have to break it off, or when you break it off, it's not cutting into your paint. So I'm gonna have to get some Goo Gone or something to get this off here. Should be pretty simple, clean that up. I did start taking the rear light off, and there's simply a bolt right on the other side here. And then on this side here is a bolt as well. This is Torx, and Torx, like I talked about earlier, you gotta have a special tool for that, so I have to run to the store. Okay, we're at day 2. Had to get some stuff. Borrowed a jack, bike jack from a neighbor down the street. Picked up some of that Goo Gone that you'll need to take the reflector off. I'm learning you don't need to take the reflector off, but I'm okay with it. I was watching another YouTube video and they took theirs off. So some tools, 1/2" Torx. I think this is a 47 T47. I picked up this from a hardware store. It's a rubber like grommet washer. Make sure you get some bluing, and I had scissors to cut the washer. All right, so I got one side on already. Of course, you got to try it because I didn't see any videos on this specific one. So it appears that it works pretty good. So you can see here I put, can't put the lighting, but there's a washer here I put in here, keep from scratching the paint, and there is already built-in washer on this side, so it fits in there pretty well. So there's one side. Now when you do put the bracket in, it needs to look like that. I don't know if you can tell the angle, but so far so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the side. So now we've got the bolts off, and so now there's like cylinders looking things that go into the frame. One's there, one's back there. I just used, and very gently, I just used this to push them back so it's not through the frame, the little cylinders, which is like a tube that connects everything together. Because you have to get the bracket in here between. So I'm about to probably cut this rubber piece that I have here, and I'll show you that here in a second what I do, and then I'll put it behind here, and I cut the bottom to kind of give it that more custom look, I guess. All right, so we have this rubber washer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut like a V shape in here, because there's a wire coming out of here, and when you push it in, you want the wire to go in, because this washer's a bit big. And then I'm gonna cut the bottom here to trim alongside the fender. So I'll show you what that looks like here shortly. All right, here's that piece. See if I can get it in there. Yep, so I just cut a chunk out of it. So that way, when this wire is coming through, I'm pushing this through, the cylinder will go through here, and this won't impede on the wire. And then I will draw probably a black line here with a Sharpie when it's in there, and so I can cut the bottom piece off to match the trim of the bottom of the bike, so it's not protruding down. Yep, the top side is I just left. Not any particular reason, just in case it moves, I guess. I don't know, but I'm doing this to protect the paint. It doesn't come with this in the box, this rubber piece. So I think I paid like $2 for $1 a piece or something. Maybe 2 for $1.99. I'm stand corrected. So $4. And I got these rubber pieces, gonna protect my paint. When I put this little bracket in here, that washer that's already on the fender is between that and this bracket, and then it doesn't have anything on the back here, so that's why I put these rubber washers in here. So stay tuned, and I'll get cracking on this.